A few years passed and by now Ari, as she is fondly called by everyone, is now 5. She has now become everyone's favorite little princess. She was a sweetheart, always humble, and though she was mischievous she was also very kind-hearted, always ready to lend a helping hand.
Do you need any help?
I'd love some help.
I'm here to help.
Thank you, sweetie.
Good job.
And right now she was at the garden, helping with miniature tasks when a maid in the palace came over to remind her of the party.
Time to get ready for the party, little princess.
A party for me?
Yes, now let's go get you cleaned up.
Today was the 6th birthday of the princess and she was very excited to put on her beautiful gown. She went with the maid to meet her mother who shook her head at her daughter covered in mud. You were at the garden again, weren't you? She asked, looking down at her daughter with a loving gaze. Yes, Mum, and now it's time for my party, Ari said happily. Alright, let's go get you ready, her mom said softly, guiding her inside. A few minutes Ari was dressed in a stunning pink gown.
I look really beautiful in my birthday gown.
Time for the party, darling. Let's go.
They walked to the banquet hall not knowing today was about to take a dreadful tone. The banquet hall was filled with people from all over, coming to celebrate with the Azurian princess. Amongst them was a king who came with a hidden motive to the party. As the party commenced, a friend of Aristoria came with her parents to wish the birthday girl. Ari was on cloud 9 on seeing her loving friend approach them. Her friend Tamika was also a princess from the kingdom of Mars and, which were allies with the kingdom of Azura. Her father was also close friends with King Tyron, Ari's father, so they girls see each other often when the other visited. Happy birthday, Ari, Tammy wished, grinning. Thank you, Ari replied as they hugged. Let's go and eat some dessert. Mom, can we go over to the table there? Ari asked, the last sentence directed to her mom. Sure darling, but be careful, okay? Her mom sent the girls away with a trusted maid. Long-time old friend, King Gavin, Tammy's father said, shaking hands with King Tyron. Indeed it has, King Tyron responded. I have a big news to present. King Gavin motioned to the inner room for a discussion. Go on. King Tyron led King Gavin to the study room. Men, always talking about business, Queen Maylie, Tamika's mum teased, and Queen Tysaria laughed as they catch up on things. Meanwhile the atmosphere in the study was getting tense. I have told you countless times, King Gavin, I don't want anything to pollute my land, King Tyron said in a stiff tone. Oh come on, don't think about it that way. This would bring a lot of profit to both of us, King Gavin replied casually. I don't want anyone drilling into my land for oil. That would destroy my land and make it a wasteland, King Tyron said gravely. King Gavin has been pestering him to let his people drill for oil in his land, but he refused, knowing the amount of damage that would cost. My final answer is no, leave it at that. King Tyron spoke with a tone of finality. As he was about to walk away, King Gavin said from behind him, I have tried to convince you, but it seems you are beyond reasoning, and now you leave me no choice. King Tyron turned to him and asked, what does that mean? Whatever you want it to mean, King Gavin shot back and walked out. Queen Tysaria was still chatting with the Queen Maylie when she saw her husband coming out with a fierce expression. She excused herself and went to his side, asking in concern, what's wrong? King Tyron, on seeing his wife, calmed down a bit and then proceeded to relay what happened in the study to her. We might have a war at hand, King Tyron said, and then looked around searching for his daughter whose presence always brought him comfort. Where is Ari? He asked. Queen Tysaria also looked around, hoping to spot her daughter somewhere around. They searched around but could not find her. They then began calling her name, which caused a commotion, causing people around to search for Ari with them. As they were in panic looking around, a guard rushing and holding someone in his arms. We found her dead, he said. Queen Tysaria heart nearly stopped. That was the maid sent to look after Ari and Tammy. Where's my daughter? Queen Tysaria shouted, feeling faint as her husband held her in his arms. He thought about it for a while and came to a conclusion. King Gavin, the whole palace was in chaos. Our little sweetheart, who could have done this? People whispered amongst themselves. Soon guard came holding a letter. The king read the letter, and was so furious he smashed a nearby vase. Since it's war they want, it's war they'll get. The letter was from King Gavin stating he had the princess, and failure to agree to his terms would be fatal. Very soon word got out of the princess being kidnapped, and everyone was furious. The people were usually kind-hearted, but when provoked were very terrifying, and this was their bottom line. The kingdom of Azura got ready for war, and the kingdom of Marzan were also prepared. They stormed in at night hoping to take them by surprise, but were shocked to find the people of Azura already prepared. The people of Azura stacked up Sphinx all around the war zone, making it as bright as day. King Tyron shouted, "Give me my daughter and all this would be forgiven." King Gavin sneered, "Never," and it was chaos. The war has started. Meanwhile in the kingdom of Marzan, Ari was crying, saddened by the fact that her friend's father would treat her so harshly. She was locked in a cage, her once beautiful gown now stained and torn. As she was crying she heard a shocked voice. "Ari, how are you here? Dad told me you left and went back home." Tammy exclaimed. Ari looked up and cried, "Your dad is mean, he locked me up here." "Oh no, did you do something bad?" "Dad only locks bad people here." Tammy asked concerned. "No I didn't." Ari cried till she was out of breath. "It's okay Ari, don't cry. I'll find a way to get you out of here." Tammy comforted Ari as she stood up to search for the key. "It's a little dark in here, I can't see." Tammy said, "Here, you can use my bracelet." Ari offered. Turns out Ari was always fascinated by the Sphinx, so her dad made her a bracelet with all the colors of the Sphinx in it glow in the dark. "Thank you Ari," Tammy said, and then proceeded to look for the key. "Found it," Tammy said happily. Then she unlocked the cage and hugged a crying Ari. "Ari, I'm so sorry. Are you still my friend?" she asked, tears filling her eyes. "Of course silly, it's your dad that's bad, not you," Ari said pouting. "Let's go, I wanna go home." Ari pulled Tammy towards the door. Just as they got there it opened. Ari and Tammy quickly hid in fear, but on hearing the familiar voice Ari called out, running to him, "Daddy." Her father scooped her up in his arms, tears brimming in his eyes. "You're safe now," he said. It happened that King Tyron won the war, though he chose not to kill his old friend. He warned him severely to stay away from him and his family. King Gavin laughed mockingly. "You can't kill me. Besides, it's already too late. Ari must be dead by now." The food given to her was poisoned. King Tyron didn't spare him a glance, as he rushed to Marzan to find his daughter. Just as he was about to break down in despair, he heard her voice and rushed there, and to his relief Ari was healthy and strong. After King Garvin gave Ari the poisoned food, he left to prepare for war, leaving Ari with Queen Meili. She felt so bad for Ari, so she secretly gave her the antidote, while whispering, "This is all I can do for you." King Tyron was so relieved after Ari told him what happened. He carried Ari and was about to leave, when he heard a tiny voice. "Please don't be mad at me, uncle," Tammy said, feeling scared that she might never see Ari again. "I'm not mad at you," Tammy, King Tyron said softly, and held her hand leading her out. When they got outside, Queen Meili, who was looking for Tammy, finally relaxed. She looked at King Tyron and asked hesitantly, "Is my husband still alive?" She loved her husband dearly, and had warned him countless times about his greedy ambition, but he refused, reasoning. "Yes," King Tyron said coldly, handing Tammy to her mother, then turned and left with his daughter. Without looking back, Tammy waved goodbye at Ari, and she waved back from her father's shoulders. King Tyron returned to Azura victorious, with his daughter, and everyone was happy. Queen Tysaria hugged her baby girl tightly, as Ari smiled joyfully, glad to finally be home. The end.